Hey everybody, it's Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. Just coming back to you with our next episode of Eldritch Horror. We're on episode 7. Pretty good. Where we last left off, our three investigators have had some luck, not perfect luck. Leo Anderson became delayed. It would have been nice if he had had that pocket watch. Has become, or if it was Mark Harrigan, who has the ability to not be delayed, but he got delayed trying to go through a gate in London, where he killed the monster there, but failed to get through the gate. Killing the monster gave an axe. Yippee yippee. And let's see what else we got going on here. Jim Oliver's in Tokyo and Mark Harrigan's in Istanbul. We also have a rumor going where if we don't get these guys down here in the bottom corner, these TikTok men, we're going to be in trouble. Anyway, let's move on and continue with our playthrough. So first things first, got to move our first player token. I got it zoomed in too much. There we go. Anyway, first player token goes to Leo Anderson, and we're going to start his actions. And I can tell you, that's going to be short. But let's go to the table. Okay, let's see here. Here's Leo, right here. And here's what we're going to do for his entire action turn. Here's what we're going to do for his action turn. We're going to stand him up. That's going to be his action. So, unfortunately, that's it, though. Okay, so next up, we're going to go to Mark Harrigan. Okay, here's Mark Harrigan. He is in Istanbul. This is his first action. He's sitting there with a clue, and he could go for a clue again, or he could go and try and tackle the expedition with one move. If he moves to the expedition spot at the pyramids, he might get lucky. Wouldn't that be cool? So I think that let's go to the table and see what he's doing. Okay, here he is. So you can see the pyramids are right south of him, and he's got a railway from Istanbul directly to the pyramids, or he could stay there and collect the clues. I don't know if he's that good at these research deals. He's only got a lore of 1 and an observation of 2. He's more of a fighter. He's probably better off trying to go through the expedition and fighting his way through something. He also has an internal injury. So for his first thing he's going to do is he's going to rest. Now that's actually going to give him back one sanity. So 1 sanity back for him. And he is at 6, he's at full health, but it also allows him to attempt to roll and get rid of his internal injury condition. So fortunately he's just going to get to roll 1 dice, and he gets to, if he rolls a 5 or 6, we get to get rid of the injury. A 6, awesome. So I hope you saw that. I didn't even look to see if you could see that. Anyway, he does get rid of let's back that up some here. The internal injury card. Yeah, so that's it right there, and it is gone. So we don't know what ill effect that would have had on him, but luckily we don't have to find out. So shuffle those back into the conditions. I really like that condition deck. I hope to see more of that in games of this nature. If I were to design a game like this, I would definitely have that in there, where you don't know exactly what's going to happen if the condition resolves itself. Very cool. Anyway, that was his first action. For his second action, now we have to choose. Do we stay there and maybe try and get some assets again? He doesn't have a lot of stuff. He's just good with gates and fighting. And he does have a clue token, so that might help him in the expedition too. Well, heck with it. Let's do it. Let's go down to the pyramids. He's chasing the expedition around. He's already got 1 artifact. He's thinking, that artifact helped me close the gate. I'm going to get another one. And that's going to end his turn, his action turn. Okay, here's Jim Oliver. He is in Tokyo. I think the first thing that he's going to do is heal as well. It doesn't take him a lot to get nice and healed up. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, he's going to heal because he needs a sanity. So for his first action, unfortunately, he's not going to end up leaving Tokyo, which is if we follow through on all the actions we need. But he's only got 3 sanity. If he does the Feed the Mind spell, he doesn't roll extremely well, he will lose another point of sanity. Yeah, we're not going to go fight the star spawn. That's a given. He's not tough enough for that. So let's do the feed the mind spell. He gets an extra die with it too because of his arcane manuscript. So as an action, he's going to do feed the mind, which is test. Here, I'll show you the card. Here's the card. So it's an action. Test a lore -1. If you pass, choose an investigator on your space to improve one skill of your choice and flip the card. Okay, so what has he got to help him with that? Well, he has his Lucky Rabbit's Foot, which allows him to roll a die, and he also has the Ancient Manuscript, which adds +1 to lore when resolving a spell check, and he's got a lore of 3. So that's going to give him 4 dice. He's got some good odds here. Let's see how he does. So he is doing Feed the Mind. Okay, he succeeded at none of it. He's using his Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Let's see how that goes. He failed at that as well. Does he have anything else he can do? Good Lord, guys, he may have completely failed that. 4 dice and he failed. Okay, let's flip that card over. That was not a good round for Jim. And he doesn't even have a clue, so he can't even use the spell, clue token, so he can't even use the spell to do what he needs to do there. Okay, so we got a 0. You're unable to sufficiently focus your mind. You wonder if you simply lack the mental discipline the spell requires. If you did not roll any 4s, discard this card. I did actually roll a 4. Oh, if I did not roll any 4s. Okay, I did roll a 4, so I do not discard this card. And it didn't have any effect on me. Interesting. Okay, so he didn't get to do anything of value in that second action. That's actually going to end the action round. So now we're going to go to our encounter phase, starting with Leo Anderson. So Leo had been delayed from his last turn, but he stood up on his action phase, so he does get to encounter. You know, I mean, it just makes sense to him to go back at the gate again. I don't see why he wouldn't try to close the gate. I mean, he could go to Rome and try and gather that clue up, I suppose, but you know, if he closes the gate, he might get something good out of it. So for his encounter phase, we're going to encounter the gate. Let's see what that does. Okay, Las Carcosa. Alright, you grow frustrated walking through the empty streets, able to hear people talking and laughing nearby, but unable to catch up to them. Sounds very Cthulhu-esque. You try to focus and distinguish specific words from the mingling conversation. I need to make a low observation check. Well, good thing Leo has a 3 observation, and that's going to help him. So, here we are, dice roller. Of course, let's get some luck here, guys. Yeah, we did. We got 2 successes, a 6 and a 5. So he succeeded in his first check, and he was able to hear the voices in the streets, or discern some words, I guess is the right way to say it. So there is the second block. There is the success effect. The words you hear sound familiar to something you've read. You try to recall their significance. Now he's got to make a lore check, which he's not as good with. If you pass, you use the words to close the gate. If you fail, the words insinuate themselves in every conversation you hear, get a paranoia condition. Okay, well, we definitely don't want that to happen. He's got a lore of 2. Looking at his items, does he have anything that can help him? He does not, so we're going to have to get him some more stuff, even though he's got good stuff for fighting. Okay, here we go, let's roll. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, he got it there. Move it over so you can see it. He did succeed in closing that gate, so he did not get a paranoid condition, and the gate in London be gone. So wasn't too bad. He didn't gain anything else for it, but the gate's closed. So we get to close yet another terrible gate to another world. Okay, that is going to end Leo Anderson's turn. He was the first player, so that was his turn for our you know what I'm trying to say, guys, our encounter phase. So now we're going to go on to Mark Harrigan. Okay, well, Mark Harrigan, not to be dissuaded, is at the expedition, where he's going to try and make another attempt run at the expedition. Let's get get that going. This is at the pyramids, of course, and here's his card. Bandits tie your hands and blindfold you. They lower you into the catacombs deep under the pyramids and leave you there to die. You try to free yourself from your bonds. Just needs to make a strength test. Okay, that's not too bad for him. He's kind of strong. He's got a 4. Didn't have anything to boost that with, but a 4 will do it. So let's get the dice roller out and see what he can do. Okay, I don't know if, yeah, you can see he did not succeed. Wow, 4 dice and he actually failed. That is amazing. Do I have anything that he can do? Let's look at his actions. No, you cannot become delayed. Okay, nope. Okay, he simply failed, guys. So he did not get the expedition this time. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the failure portion of the card. While you struggle with the bonds, you feel undead hands tearing at you. Lose 1 health and gain an internal injury condition. Of course, you gaze into the darkness. Observation -1. If you pass, you identify mummies with the head of animals. Retreat to doom by 1. So hopefully in suffering his wound and gaining an internal injury, let's do that first. So I've taken his wound away, and we're going to go through the cards and gain another. Here's an internal injury card for him. I've put that with his character, even though it's off camera. And next we're going to roll a observation -1 check. So for him, that's going to be a whopping 1. Let's see if he can do that and at least get something out of this. Huh? No, he failed. He rolled a 3. So this was a total waste of his time. So far, we have been able to close the gate, but not much else. And that's going to end his encounter phase, the encounter phase for Mark Harrigan. So good old Mark just gained a nothing but an injury for his efforts. Now we got Leo, our guy, Jim Oliver. Yeah, I guess he'll just encounter the city he's in. So he's going to encounter Tokyo. That is a purple encounter card. Let's see what he gets. Okay, Tokyo. You may become delayed to explore some submerged pyramids off the coast of Okinawa. If you do, you discover ancient writings that claim to harm one's enemies. One monster of your choice on any space loses 3 health. You know what? That is incredibly effective, because we have 2 creatures that we can hit on this. We have the this guy here, who's got 5 health, and he's a nasty cuss on the Shanghai Gate there. We also have the TikTok King, or TikTok men, who have 5 health as well. Oops, I dropped him. And I think what we're going to do with that is apply it to the TikTok men so we can get them killed. So that, I had to pick them up off the floor, sorry. That's going to do 3 damage to those guys. And we're going to put that on their card there. Thanks to the Tokyo encounter. That was pretty good. And that's going to end our encounter phase. Now we're going to go to our Mythos phase. So guys, I did draw our... I wasn't recording. I drew our card out of sequence, and well, it's okay. Not the end of the world. Anyway, we got a rumor card. I'll show you what it looks like. It's pretty bad one. Okay. Basically, we did get 2 clues, which we'll put on these spaces, Buenos Aires and Space 9. This rumor card, however, pretty nasty one. So just to read it to you, it says, everywhere these portals have been reported, earthquakes shake the streets into rubble and sinkholes swallow buildings whole. Dimensions collide. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 11 may attempt to infiltrate a hidden sect of Chochos that is destabilizing the fabric of reality by invoking Chognar-Fan. Make an observation roll. If you pass, you put an end to the rituals. You may spend clues equal to half the investigator, so 2 for us, to solve the rumor. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, investigators lose the game. So we're going to discard the Eldritch tokens from this card equal to half the number of the gates. Okay. So I'm putting it right there. Here are the Eldritch tokens, and here are the clue tokens that need to go on the board. one in Buenos Aires, and one in Space 9, which is up here somewhere. Let's see, 10, there's 10, 11, where's 9? Oh, no, there's already one there. I don't think you can put two. I think you only ever get one on a space. I'll check that out and be right back. Sorry guys, that wasn't Space 9, it was Space 6. I was sitting there all confused saying there shouldn't be more than one. There's not, so we got a clue token on Space 6 there. So that actually, let me see, does that end our Mythos? Yeah, that ends our Mythos phase. So that's going to be it, guys. We got 2 bad rumor cards floating around. No fun at all. And everybody's doing okay. Nobody's dead. We did some damage to the TikTok men via a city encounter with some underwater pyramids. And we're good to go. So we'll talk to you again next time. And again, if I made any mistakes, let me know. But I think we managed to do an error-free round. Oh, I do have to relocate the, just to end that, see the expedition there. I do have to relocate it. It has moved to the Amazon. So after failing to complete that, the Amazon now has the expedition. So that's going to end our session for today. Thanks. I'm trying to record a few of them over the weekend while I have the time. And I do appreciate you watching. So see you next time.